Alright guys, so I'm on my way home right now. We just got out of work. It is 12:13 a.m. and I'm like 30 minutes away from home. So by the time I get home, it's gonna be like almost 1 a.m. Probably won't fall asleep until then. And I want to get on a call with my media buyer tomorrow so we can go over a couple things that we've been seeing with the ads, and something we can kind of just break down, see if our game plan is still good or not. Different variations of things. And honestly, like, I get out of work and I am exhausted, but I think these are the moments, right, that we remember forever. These are the moments like that we cherish and realize that this too shall pass. Like, all this is temporary. Like, you guys see the Amazon truck. I'm leaving my Amazon warehouse because this is where I work. But the most important thing about this is, one, I'm done with my job. I got paid and it's complete. Like, oh my gosh, that scared me. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but a cop just turned his sirens on and I thought I was getting pulled over. But my main point that I'm trying to get at, right, I turned on this camera because I said I just want to record myself as a remembrance of how it was the moment you get off of work and it's just silence on the way home. I mean, of course I listen to music, but I think sometimes it's important to drive in silence and just kind of think and let your mind sometimes do some thinking. Let your mind have some silence, and you can actually get a better understanding of what you're currently thinking about or what your life might be at the moment. And sometimes we don't give our minds that kind of relaxation, to kind of just relax and take in, like, okay, where are we? What are we doing? What does today look like? And honestly, guys, like, with me, I don't know. I'm young and I'm throwing my youth away, and I understand that's part of it, and it's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. But I feel like I saw something the other day and it said the worst thing that's worse than death is not living. And in a way of, like, we know that death is guaranteed in this life. We know that at the end of the day, we're all gonna go someday. It's guaranteed. It's inevitable, and you can't avoid it. But living is probably the most important part. And I understand I'm gonna have plenty of years to live, but I think right now at a youth age, I don't want to forget how to live. I was a really like I can't even talk no more. I forget my words sometimes. But I was a person who was really interactive. Like, I was really social. I talked with a lot of people at school. And I think ever since I've left high school, I've kind of been losing that side of me where I don't talk as much with people. So when I am around people, I'm not as social as I used to be. I mean, I remember when I had a marketing class, I was so confident in that class that I could sell, marketing newspapers to people when we had to go out and sell the marketing classes. And I was like, there was a side of me when I had that ambition of when I was becoming an entrepreneur and I was in high school, and every day I knew that I wanted to be better. It was a side of me that I haven't been able to take out in a long time. And I know that, for example, when I have to follow up with these clients or do cold calls or any of that, I do anything in, like, you could say anything in my will to try to avoid it, because I know it's going out of my comfort zone. By the way, I'm sorry guys, it got dark. It's because there's not a lot of street lights on the highway that I'm on right now. Back to what I was saying though, is like, I just don't want to lose a side of me that I know I'm gonna need later on. I don't want to be the same person who is just, slowly starting to get really lonely, and in a way where he's not knowing how to be around people. I hope you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. It's also really late. Just worked a late shift and I'm kind of just rambling on. But the main point is, I don't want to forget that life has so much to live for. There's so much to live for in this life, and I don't want to take that for granted. It's important. I have family, and I'm a really family-oriented person, and recently I've been backing away from a lot of them, and not necessarily because I have anything against anyone, but just because work and staying healthy, and I know my family likes to eat a lot, so sometimes I don't go over because I don't want to have any kind of temptations. But that's not a valid excuse to not be around the people you love. You know, at the end of the day, you are the only one who has the determination of if you can be disciplined or not. If they eat, so what? Doesn't mean you have to. These late night drives are amazing. I can't wait until one day I can really do it again and look back at the time, remembering that I was getting out of work at this time, and now I'm just doing it to clear my head. So I'll be able to do it again eventually. I'll drive. I'll be able to clear my head after a long work day and just be thankful. You know, just be thankful that I have another opportunity at this. If you wake up tomorrow, you have another chance, and your chance is not over. And every day should be a documentation for me. Every day I should be uploading on this channel, posting what it is, because no matter what happens, I will always look back at this and remember the young man that I had in me, the young man who was determined to win and never fail, the man who was excited about what life had to bring to him and know that he has so much opportunity in him. And I'm speaking to myself right here. And I know that a lot of you can accommodate to this. No matter what people say to you, no matter if someone judges you, if someone makes fun of you, at the end of the day, they're going to do it one way or another. And you have to stop caring so much, because if you love yourself so much, stop caring what people say about you. Honestly, stop caring what people say about you. It's as easy as that, but we overcomplicate that statement right there, and we say, well, but they might say this, but they might say that. Well, my ex might see it, and she might say, look at this goofball, or bro, who cares, bro? Like, we have one shot at this, and it's not gonna matter. Like, have you ever thought about when you were back in school and you got in trouble over something, or it was probably embarrassing because your crush saw you get in trouble, or whatever it was? Like, is that even relevant now? Is that even something that is thought of now? No. Like, it's all just a philosophy that plays in your head that we just think is something bad, and they're always gonna remember. Oh yeah, do you remember when Elias made a YouTube video? And if they do, I don't care, bro. I don't give a flying fuck about what anyone has to think about me no more. And I used to. I gave too many of them, and I'm done giving them out. I don't give no more. I'm not giving those no more. So, yeah, you know, it's beautiful sometimes just to take in the moment like this. It's quiet. The highway's empty. That's why I'm actually recording this video, and I keep looking at my camera because I'm kind of just free gliding here. But remembering that we have one shot at this, and make every memory count. Record it on your Snapchat, even if it's not YouTube. I'd love to look back at this. I can't wait until I look back at this and really, really have a smile on my face about who I became. Because for me, I mean, I'm gonna win one way or another. I don't care how long it takes. It's gonna happen because I'm just determined for it, and I'm not a quitter. You know, I don't quit. I understand you might be knocked down sometimes, but you only lose if you don't get back up. So, yeah, guys, I mean, I hope a lot of you have a good night. You might be watching this during the day, but I'm gonna upload this, and I really just, this is more for me, not really for the audience. It's more for me. But those of you who see it, just be real with yourself. Stop caring about what people think about you, and go out there and crush it, and be the best version of yourself that you can be, and crush this life every day. Stay disciplined. Don't quit. Give yourself this whole year to do everything you've never done before. Take it to the next level and see where you end up, because I promise you it has to be better than worst. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. We're driving by. I'm gonna flip the camera. My BMW. Maybe when I make money, I might come here and buy an M3. I don't know though. It's not my preferred car, but it's pretty sick. And then I like road trips, so it might be cool. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna get home now, go to sleep, and pray to God. That's the most important part. And thank God for the day He gave me.